拢来参加这个宴会。
He's very happy that everyone's here.
我要利用这个机会来讲一寡我个人的故事我嘛要制作一寡 Perry 甲 Jenny 的故事我这两个合起来我希望会当，互各位知影讲，台湾的迄个检察官咧安怎做因的工作咧安怎做因的迄个逐日咧做的工作。
So he's going to tell a little story about a little personal story to start up with, and then a little story about Perry, but there's going to be a little background about the politics in Taiwan, so a little education for some people, and a little personal history.
Okay. 迄个伫迄个2006年的5月24号，是今仔迄个竞赛Perry 的生日。毋过迄时拄拄我伫台湾，我互掠去关互关60日，较放出来。我放出来我就要有10万块的台票，10万块的美金，才会当出来。
On May 24th, 2006, there were two significant occasions. One is that it was Perry's 36th birthday, but the other was that my father was taken into custody and detained in jail in Taiwan for 60 days, and then
And then 就是我在表到10万块。
You're not allowed to speak.
We didn't have rehearsal.
But luckily, he only had to spend $100,000 to get out of jail. It's a deal.
That's about right. 所以台湾的检察官甲我掠去关60日。出来了，半冬后，因怎啊去甲我起诉起诉是因逮。所以我就伫台湾，我就拍官司，拍到2008年，法官甲我讲我无罪。
So. 6 months later, after waiting for, 6 months later, the prosecution indicted my father on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Christmas Eve, so it was a nice present, 2006. And then 2 years later, after much battle in the courts in Taiwan, he was declared not guilty. For the first time.
Sorry.
Right?
Right.
The first time you were declared not guilty.
Right. Not guilty at all.
Yeah.
台湾的检察官为着要甲我起诉因怎啊去收集拢总254个证据，讲我犯罪我去甲人摕钱。所以所以254个证据，我2天内面到尾法官讲，你这254个证据都无影的，所以我还无罪。
So, in order to support their case, the prosecution gathered what they call 254 pieces of evidence in order to prove his guilt. But in the end, we had to, or your lawyers and you, had to prove or disprove every single one of those pieces of evidence in order to clear your name, his name.
所以我迄个出来了
Grab him real quick.
继续搁再拍官司因为台湾的检察官，毋是讲你无罪，就怎啊无罪，伊一直继续搁甲你讲，搁甲你叫你来问，叫你来问，即摆嘛好来问。
So it doesn't work like it does here in the States, where once you're guilty, you're not guilty, you're not guilty, and it's over. In Taiwan, you can appeal. So since the first ruling in 2008, all of the fighting has continued because the prosecution has appealed again, and it continues on.
所以有一日吼，我听我的朋友讲，伊个朋友甲我讲，伊个朋友甲伊讲Perry甲伊讲吼，假使若我的官司若无好势吼，伊就无爱结婚啦。
So one day, my dad heard from his friend that his friend heard from his friend, heard from his wife when she was getting her hair done, that Perry wasn't going to get married until this case, my dad's name was cleared.
所以我即摆官司还未结束吼，伊有没有讲要结婚，我煞惊一个呢。
So now that his case is not yet totally cleared, and Perry's like, I want to get married, there's something a little funny going on. I'm a little worried.
不过我嘛足欢喜啦，因为伊要结婚嘛吼，要结婚，我当然我幸福着伊袂当结婚，所以我嘛足欢喜伊要结婚。不过有即个问题啦，所以我想讲奇怪，伊啥海改变讲伊要结婚，啥海无爱拄好你说，啥海无爱照伊讲的做吼。
So, but at the same time, he's very happy, but inside he's conflicted and he wants to figure out what's going on here. Why does he all of a sudden want to get married? I thought he's not going to do this until my case is over.
所以吼，我因为检察官甲我发的是我对遐学检察官台湾遐学足侪方法吼，所以我开始想讲，啥因两个该要结婚。
So he applied his new intelligence from studying the actions of the prosecution in order to really think through all of the possible reasons why this might be happening.
所以第一个理由 ，Perry 可能想讲爸爸一定无做啦，所以结婚无要紧啦。
So the first thought is, well, of course, he must have so much confidence in me. I'm just going to get married because he's going to be declared not guilty, of course.
第二个理由讲，爸爸一定会做啦，但係冇結婚後擺袂有啊，所以關鍵。
And the second thought was, oh man, Perry thinks I'm really guilty. I better hurry up and get married, otherwise this is never going to happen.
Jenny 甲 Perry 因兩個常常講，咱兩個去結婚，啊，若冇袂有啊吼。
No, we better get married soon, or else it's going to be too late.
當然你咪想講吼。Perry 想講，即個吼，即個官司吼，即個踹來足久吼，可能會10當20當啊，所以兩個到底結婚生一個囡仔，變老又來甲因阿公鬥拍官司啦。
Then, the other thought was maybe this is really really long-term process. We should probably just get married and have a kid so the kid can become a lawyer and really help grandpa out.
Well. 所以吼，你会当一直想，number 5、number 6、第5、第6、第7、第8、第9，啊，你大家我讲今仔才100幾個吼，每一個人想即個理由吼，甲我講啥因兩個要結婚吼，啊，加起來差不多254個理由呢。
So, you guys can easily think what's reason number 4, what's reason number 5, keep going, and if each of you wrote down 1 or 2 reasons, we could easily get to 254 reasons why they might want to get married.
所以这254个证据讲我犯罪吼，唔是干那检察官搞尔，咱在座各位可能嘛做搞，啊，反正咱做检察官，台湾的检察官。
So the prosecution's ability to compile 254 pieces of evidence is not a skill that only belongs to the Taiwanese prosecutor, but we can also be as good as the Taiwanese prosecutor.
所以吼。实际上吼，因两个要结婚吼，理由足简单啊，你就讲问因两个就好啊。啊，两个就要结婚啊，靠遐一个理由。哦，啊，理由含共咱今仔我共款嘛，300个、500个，根本拢无做就对。所以结婚是好代志。
So it doesn't matter how many reasons you come up, the reason is clear. They just want to get married because they love each other.
啊，我咧想讲，因两个结婚吼，啊，阮加一个查囝吼。啊，所以我的人数交配嘛， 啊 ，David 因嘛记，David 甲老陈嘛记一个后生，啊，所以就全部加倍吼。所以 1 plus 1 equal to 4， it is greater than 4， 那个对。
Yeah, we can't agree on this math. You and mom get an extra daughter, and Jenny's parents get an extra son. So somehow 1 and 1 adding up equals to 4. But I can't actually understand this. My dad also likes Einstein.
这个公式吼，比爱因斯坦发明的更加聪明，所以咱大家都接受因两个演员的结婚吼，啊，多谢各位演员。
Okay.
Okay, that's better than Einstein formula, where 1 plus 1 is greater than 4. Well, it is equal to 4. Thank you very much.